Vampires. Creatures of the devil who are neither alive nor dead.
Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world.
No one in his right mind would read this sort of trash.
I really love it when a movie can sum up its premise in one line.
Good heavens! There's two of them!
Dead Men Walk is a vampire film with twins. The good Dr. Clayton.
We were brothers, and there was a bond of hatred between us that lasted a lifetime.
And the evil vampire Elwyn Clayton.
I have life far beyond anything you can understand.
And inevitably the good is blamed for the actions of the bad.
Doc Clayton just committed another murder. I saw him as plain as I see you, and he glared at me like a devil.
Sort of like Twins of Evil, but with George Zucco.
Carry this thought with you to your death.
Instead of the Collinson twins.
Two identical beauties.
Which doesn't necessarily mean it's worse.
You couldn't get anyone to believe that.
The twins are mainly differentiated Superman style, as only the good one wears glasses, which does lead to the occasional continuity cock-up.
I was just clumsy, that was all.
But despite that, there's much to like here. We have horror henchman for hire Dwight Fry in one of his last roles.
You'll never leave here alive.
A man who built his career on shifting coffins and whispering.
Must.
There's some entertainingly ripe dialogue.
Are the dark and shrouded legions of evil not but figments of the imagination?
And at 64 minutes, it doesn't outstay its welcome.
I don't think we have any more to worry about.
Or so you'd think. The strange thing is that even at so short a runtime, the plot still feels stretched, and there's a reason for that.
I'll take life from Gayle. Slowly.
15 minutes in, Elwyn outlines his entire plan to his brother. But when the aforementioned Gayle starts losing blood,
where did you get those marks on your neck?
The good doctor is baffled.
As you can see, she has all the symptoms of acute anemia, and I'm treating her for that.
My brother said he'd take life from my niece, and now she's dying. I wonder if there's a connection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Plus, he knows Gayle is losing blood overnight, and yet it's ages before he suggests...
Why don't you stay and watch over her?
Of course, he probably chooses the wrong person.
Well, she's all right. I look in every few minutes.
How conscientious of you. And when he can be bothered to be in the room... This would be less of a problem if they hadn't also left the window unlocked. It's hard to shake the feeling that the whole thing would be sorted out much quicker if anyone exercised like this much common sense.
I'll take your word for it.
When they're searching for the vampire, for instance.
If I'd only known in time that he was here.
Yes, if only you could have predicted that a dead man would be in the graveyard.
I don't know why I didn't think to search the old cemetery before.
No, neither can I.
The state of the body will show the proof, and it can be destroyed.
Everything that happens after Elwyn explains his plan to his enemies up front feels like an exercise in putting off the obvious course of action. Just kill him!
And fire will destroy your evil power.
Right, I'll be off. No need to actually follow through on anything that I just said.
I can't stand this any longer.
And the vampire's just as bad.
Your life is forfeit any time I care to take it.
Not now, of course. Busy vampire, places to go, people to see. But any time, you'll see.
It's too terrible to think about.
Eventually, he does seem more motivated.
Time has come when I must destroy all those who stand in our way.
Why now? Why not earlier? Oh, because the movie's almost over.
We better do something pretty quick.
Why start now?
The final outcome will be the same.
It makes the characters look like morons.
You lie.
I think I'll stick with Twins of Evil.
Perhaps you're right, I don't know.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what other twins you'd like to see fighting to the death, and let us know any other films you want us to review. Click here to see more reviews, here to subscribe, and click down the end for the Dark Corner's mystery box of death.
I don't know what to say. There's not a wound on the body except the two tiny puncture marks.